Hello and welcome to How to Play Farkle, presented by GatherTogetherGames.com. This video will cover how to play the dice game Farkle. The video will start with the general concepts and gameplay, and then get into more of the details for the game. The game is played with 2 or more players. The object of the game is to score the most points by rolling different dice combinations with 6 dice. Once a player scores 10,000 or more points, each other player gets one more turn to try and win. The turn begins by rolling all 6 dice. If the roll results in any points, the player will keep the dice worth points and has the option to roll the remaining dice again. Points are awarded for the following combinations. Any 5 is worth 50 points, any 1 is worth 100 points. Getting a 3 of a kind in a number will score 100 times the number rolled, with the exception of 3 ones, which is worth 300 points. A 4 of a kind is worth 1,000 points, a 5 of a kind is worth 2,000 points, and a 6 of a kind is worth 3,000 points. A straight of 1 through 6, 3 different pairs, or a 4 of a kind with a pair are all worth 1,500 points. 2 3 of a kinds is worth 2,500 points. A Farkle score cheat sheet can be found through the link in this video's description. Keep it close while playing this game. Player 1's first roll has 2 ones worth 100 points each. Player 1 will set aside the points and re-roll the other 4 dice. Player 1 gets a 3 of a kind in 5s on this roll for 500 points. If a player makes a roll with no points, known as a Farkle, his turn is over and no points are awarded, even from previous rolls. Player 1 will choose to stop rolling and take the 700 points. Play moves to the next player. Player 2 rolls a 5 and a 1 for 150 points on the first roll. The next roll has a 4 of a kind for 1,000 points. When a player gets points from all 6 dice, he can roll the 6 dice again and add to the points already rolled. Player 2 will roll all 6 dice and gets 2 ones and a 5 for an additional 250 points. Player 2 will end his turn and take the 1,400 points. If another roll was taken with no points, all points would be lost. Play moves to the next player. Player 3 rolls 2 ones and a 5 for 250 points. Player 3's next roll has no points. Player 3's turn is over and he is awarded no points. Players continue to take turns. After each roll, the player's score is recorded. Once a player reaches 10,000 points, the other players get one more turn. Once those turns are completed, the player with the highest score wins the game. A player must score a minimum of 500 points in order to get on the scoreboard. After that, a player can stop and score any amount of points. A player cannot add dice to previously set aside dice. The 2 5s from the second roll are worth 50 points each. They cannot be added to the previous 5s rolled to create a 4 of a kind. That wraps up How to Play Farkle. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and get more game tutorials by subscribing to our channel, Gather Together Games. Thanks for watching.